Welcome to our Saturday beginner workout. This week we're going to be doing upper lower core. So quick rundown. Group 1, we're going to be doing prone eye raises, sumo deadlifts around the world fire hydrants. Group 2, bear crawl, golfer deadlifts, shoulder taps. Group 3, close grip push-ups, lateral lunges, dead bugs. Then we'll finish off with group 4, where we're going to do offset push-ups, split squat jumps, and side planks with the leg lifts. So when we're doing these, we're going to do 3 rounds of each group. For each exercise, we'll do 30 seconds of work, rest for 10 seconds, move on to the next exercise, and so on and so on. So without further ado, let's get into our warm-up. So in terms of our warm-up, let's start with a forward fold. So we're going to hinge forward, crawl up our legs, and repeat. Hinge, inhale, hinge, inhale, and just keep repeating over and over again. Go at your own pace here. Just some gentle movement, and now let's go into butt kicks. So just pulling our heels into our butts. We can do this jogging on the spot, or we can do this marching. So as you can see, I'm really pulling my heels up each time, just warming up our hamstrings while we're warming up our heart rate. So I'll just get back into a little bit of a jog here. Good job. Shake out. We're going to go into walking hip openers next. So up with your knee, out to the side. And repeat on the opposite side. So we're just going to go back and forth like that. I'm just using my arms just for a little bit of movement here as well. But all that we're trying to do is work on our hip mobility. Good job. Good. And next one, we're going to do hot feet around the box. So hot feet forward, to the side, back, to the side. Forward, side, back, side. Forward, side, back, side. Keep it up. Try and chug with your arms. So nice and quick with your arms. Good. Shake out again. So we're going to do side bends next. So just take your hand, go to the one side, arms overhead, go to the other. So we're just going back and forth like that. A little gentle bounce on each side just to elongate the stretch a little bit. Just trying to loosen up our lats and our obliques a little bit. Good. And last one, again, just getting our heart rates going. So that punch combination. So we're going to go jab, cross, 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 jab, cross. And switch sides, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. And let's get into our workout right away. So we're going to start on the ground in eye position. So lying on our stomachs, hands right out in front, thumbs up to the sky, pull your thumbs up, come back down. Thumbs up, back down. The only thing moving should be your arms. Try and keep your elbows extended as best as you can throughout this. Forehead should be to the mat. One more rep, and relax. Next one is going to be the sumo deadlift. So standing up, nice wide stance, toes pointed out to the side. We're going to bend our knees, and then we're going to hinge at our hips, pull through our glutes and hamstrings, keeping our core tight to stand. So it looks like this. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can add some weights in here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this all body weight all the time. It's challenging enough. Keep it up. Good back posture while going through this. And relax. And our last one is the core exercise, so around the world fire hydrant. So you're going to be in a 4-point stance like this. And what we're going to do is extend our leg into like a bird dog position, have it whip around to the side to the fire hydrant, pull it in, and then repeat. So it's just going around in a circle like that. This is pretty challenging. Let's switch legs. Good job, everyone. And relax. So let's get onto our stomachs. We're going to start round 2 in a few seconds with our prone eye raises. So arms out in front, thumbs to the ceiling, and go. Pull your thumbs up to the ceiling, relax. Up to the ceiling, relax. So keep your arms in control. Don't let them just fall and hit the ground. You want to keep control of your muscles the whole time. This is a great one for building the strength in our shoulders. They get so tight, especially our backs, while sitting at a desk or sitting whatever we're doing all day. We all sit too much. And relax. Let's get up. And we're going to do our sumo deadlift. So a nice wide stance. I'm going to show you a side profile this time so you can see it. So hinge, nice straight back, pull up. Hinge, nice straight back, pull up. So I'm just going to repeat that and go at my own pace here. Again, if you want to use some weights, you can, or you can just focus on your form. This is a beginner workout after all, right? Good. I'm going to do one more rep and relax. And let's get on the ground. 4-point position, quadruped stance. And we're going to do those around the worlds again. So let's start. So extend, out to the side, pull in, repeat. So my legs never touching the ground here. I'm trying not to open and rotate with my core. I want to keep everything facing the ground other than the leg that's moving. All right, let's switch sides. I'm a little late here. So everything keeps pointing down. Your belly button should be pointed right to the mat. And relax. And we're going to go into round 3. So on the ground, get ready, prone eyes, and go up, down. So up hurts hard, so breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down. Up, down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Remember, you can go at your own pace. If this is too easy, you can always just hold it up there. It gets hard in a hurry if you do that. And relax. Let's get into a stand position. So again, I'm going to show you a front profile here. So we're going to do our sumo stance. So nice wide, toes pointed out to the sides here. Hinge forward, squeeze, pull up. Hinge forward, squeeze, pull up. So I'm really feeling this in my hips. I'm especially tight in my right hip, so I can really feel it in there as I'm going through. So I'm really focused on my form, getting a little bend in my knees because I need it. Loads it into my groin and glutes a little bit more, and relax. And last one, with the around the world fire hydrants, I'm going to change my profile so you can see the head on. And go. So extend, out to the side, see how I'm holding it up, pull it in, whip around. So I'm just going in that fashion, keeping stable. Like I talked about, keep the belly button pointed to the ground, switch sides if you haven't already. And just go at your own pace. Slow it down if you need to. I've done this a lot, so I have pretty good coordination, so I can speed it up a little bit more. And relax. So we're done group 1. We're going to get right into group 2. So for this one, we're going to do a bear crawl. So you're going to be on your 4-point position like this, and then we're just going to crawl forward till same arm, same leg at the same time. So we're going to go like that. moving forward, and then I'm just going to go backwards. You can turn around if you'd rather. Good. Keep it up. I don't have a lot of room, so forwards and backwards keeps me on the screen a little bit better. And relax. Good. So second exercise is golfer deadlift. So this is going to be a single leg exercise. So we're going to try it. I'm going to show you how to do it. So I have my one leg planted. That arm's going to come towards the ground and then hinge and come up. So the other leg goes back. You can see how hard it is for me to balance. And let's switch sides. So hinging. There you go. You see I lost balance there. So I have a little bit of rotation. And it's just like a golfer going to pick up their golf ball. That's why it's called that. And relax. And next one's going to be shoulder taps. So I'll show you from a high plank position for the first round. So high plank, touch sides, come down, touch opposite shoulder, come down, and we're just going to go back and forth like this. So go at your own pace. As you can tell, I'm going for my knuckles today. The reason why I'm doing that is because last Friday, with all that ice, I decided to go for a run. Wasn't very smart. Fell and sprained my left wrist, so I can't have my palm down. And relaxed. So that was a little bit of a lesson for me. So we're going to get into round 2 of the bear crawls to start. So same arm, same leg, moving forward like that. And then I'm going to go in reverse as I go through here, just so you can see me in the camera the whole time. So this is a good one. Builds, it's really a total body exercise, but you're on your arms quite a bit here, so I called it an upper body exercise. And relax. Next one's the golfer deadlift, so I'm going to show you a side profile. So if you have a hard time balancing, you can either use a chair, so that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to use a chair to hinge and come up. So this chair just helps me balance as I go through, allows my back leg to come up. Good. And let's switch sides. And I'm just moving the chair around to accommodate. You may not get all the way towards the ground, but you should try and get close. And relax. And shoulder taps is our third exercise in this round. So this time I'm going to show you from a modified position. So modified position, we still have that straight line from knees to shoulders. And let's get going. But the knees are on the ground instead. So you can see straight line. I don't want my butt up in the air like this. Then I'm really just only working my shoulders. I'm not doing anything for my core. Keep it up. A few more seconds. And relax. So we got round 3 of these, starting with the bear crawl. So get ready and go. So move in, same arm, same leg, at the same time. And then, if you can, reverse the movement or just turn around. Whatever works for you here. Try and get the coordination. It's a lot more challenging than you think. You think this is easy. You see toddlers doing this all the time. But it's a lot more challenging than you think. And relax. So let's stand up. So another modification we can make to the golfer's deadlift is having our back toe down. So we're going to try that this time. So hinge. Hand comes to the ground, still squeezing through my hamstring and glute on my lead leg. Trying to put as little pressure as I can with my back toe here. And let's switch sides. So you can see my back toe really is just there to help keep me balanced All the work is happening with my front leg. And relax. We have shoulder taps again. I'm going to show you the modified from the front position this time. So hands underneath the shoulders, hips are dropped. Let's get going. Touching opposite arm to opposite shoulder, going back and forth, just like that. Nice and controlled. If you keep your hips down and they're nice and straight line from your knee to your shoulder, this is still a pretty challenging core exercise. When you start letting your butt creep up in the air, you take everything out of it. And relax. All right, we're through group 2, so we're going to move on to group 3, which is a close grip push-up. So we're just going to stay on the ground. I'm going to start with modified, so knees are on the ground. Hands are nice close to my body. I'm going to drop my elbows, keeping my elbows tight. Exhale, push up. So drop down, exhale, push up. Elbows stay tight to my body. You can go from your palms. Like I told you, my wrist is kind of bugging me, so I got to go from my knuckles. So that's my modification here. And relax. Next one we're going to do is a lateral lunge. So I'm going to just change my mat here. So for a lateral lunge, we're just going to step to one side, drop down, come up, step 2. Then we're going to step to the other side, drop down, come up, step 2. So we're just going to go back and forth like that at your own pace, really trying to stay upright through our torso as we go about it. Good. This is a pretty challenging one for people who have poor hip flexibility. And relax. Good. And our third one is going to be a core. So we're on the ground and we're going to do dead bugs. So with this one, legs are up in the air, hands are up in the air. I'm going to show you an easier version. So knees are bent, opposite arm, opposite leg, then switch sides. So when we keep our knees bent like this, it's just a lot easier on our core and a lot easier on our hip flexors, which a lot of people have either weak ones or you don't have a lot of endurance in them. So this just helps you do it properly. And relax. Good job. So we're going to head into group round 2 of group 3. So the close grip push-ups. I'm going to show you from a standard position this time. So hands are up, dropping the elbows at the side, push, come back up. So just go at your own pace when you do this. If you find it too challenging on your core from a standard push-up position, you can widen your feet like I did. So that just takes a little bit of the core strength out of it, provides a more stable base. Just take breaks as you need. We got one more I can get in. Good. And relax. And so we're going to go into lateral lunges. I'm just going to show a bit of a modification here that we can do. So this time we're just going to start in a split stance. Bend the knee to one side, then bend the knee to the next. So we're just going to get going if you haven't already. Just going from one side to the next. I'm just trying to stay as upright as I can, but it really depends on your hip mobility. So no matter, depending on your hip mobility, you may not be able to stay super upright, but just try your best. And relax. Back down into the dead bugs. So lying on our backs, hands up in the air, feet up in the air. I'm going to show you them with the straight legs this time, opposite sides, alternating. So for you, people that aren't very coordinated, sometimes the most challenging part is just coordinating your arm and leg movement. So trying to make sure you go opposites. That can be very, very challenging for a lot of people. So just work on it. And obviously, as we get tired, we make more mistakes. And relax. Close grip push-ups for round 3. Group 3. So getting in position, I'm going to go back to modified here. And we're going to start. So drop down, exhale, keep the elbows tight, back up. Down, exhale, push up. Down, exhale, push up. If you notice, my upper body and my torso all come together. Everything's a nice straight line. Not one thing is coming before the other. And relax. Back to the lateral lunges. So this time I'm going to show you a bit more of a challenging one. So this time we're going to step, drop, come up, step back two. So we're just working the same leg over and over. And at the halfway point, we'll switch which leg. So this just fatigues the one leg a little bit more. And let's switch legs. So you can do whatever modification works for you. Kind of try and show you something in the middle. Then I'll show you something a little bit more challenging and something a little bit easier if they exist. And relax. So our last one is back into those dead bugs. So again, I'm going to show you standard. So legs are straight, opposite arm, opposite leg. Get going. Fire at your own pace. The big thing that I'm focusing on here is keeping my back flat against the mat. So as I extend, you're going to want to arch your back. And when you do that, instead of using your back muscles and your abs to stabilize, you're putting all the force into your spine and your discs. And relax. So we're coming into our fourth group here. So we're going to start with offset push-ups. So from a modified position, you're going to have one hand at shoulder height, one hand at chest height. We're going to drop down and push up. So let's get going if you haven't already. And then let's switch. So other hand up at shoulder height. And then the one that was at shoulder height, move it down to chest height. And relax. Good job. That's going to be a bit challenging, especially as we get to the last ones. So split squat jump is the next one. So we're going to start in a split stance, then use our arms to gather and just pop up nice and gently here into a split squat jump. If you can't do the split squat jump, just do the squat itself. And let's switch legs. So it's just a gentle pop here. I'm only getting about a centimeter to an inch off the ground. I'm really not jumping high. It's just enough to make it challenging on my legs and a little bit more dynamic. And our last one's a side plank with a dead leg lift. So I'm going to show you a modified position. So my back leg is on the ground. I'm going to be up like this. So get into that posture. And then you're just going to drive your heel to the ceiling. Good. In a couple seconds, we're going to switch sides here. All right, so let's switch sides. So same thing, back leg down, get your hips off the ground, then just lift your heel up. It's a pretty challenging one, but we're not in it for long. Good job. So offset push-ups for round 2 now. So I'm going to show you from a standard position. So one at shoulder height, one at chest height. Get ready and go. So dropping down, coming up. Dropping down, coming up. Drop down, come up. Go at your own pace. You don't have to keep up with me. Switch sides. So which one you have up is down and vice versa. Just going at our own pace here. Good. One more. Good. So split squat jumps, I'm going to show you a side profile view here. I'm not going to do the jump this time though. So big stance, dropping the knee down, coming up. So this is just a split squat. And again, if you need some balance, you can have your hands out to the side, or you can have a chair available. Use your couch, whatever you need. Let's switch sides, switching which legs forward. So we're just dropping, raising, dropping, raising, dropping, raising. keeping nice and upright in our torso. And relax. So side planks with the leg lift. I'm going to show you from the forearm position this time. So forearm, legs are straight, and then lifting up like that. So this is going to be quite a bit more challenging than the last profile. And switch sides. Good job. Go at your own pace. Really focus on lifting your heel to the ceiling each time. Really engages your glutes, and relax. So we got the last round of our exercises, then we go into our cool down. So we're going to start with the offset push-ups. I'm going to go from a modified position, so knees are down, so I'm dropping, pushing up. One hand's at shoulder height, one's at chest height. Good. So what this does is just works on your shoulder mobility a bit, and then the one side will work on your triceps a bit more than the other. So switching sides if you haven't already. Good. And relax. So I'm going to get up, split squat jumps. This time I'm going to do the jump, but I'm going to show you from the side profile. So dropping down, popping up, recovering, drop down, up. So I'm landing back in the split squat. If you're able to do that, great. If not, you can start like that, then drop, and then repeat. So let's switch sides. So dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, going at my own pace here, and relax. And we got our last round of side planks. So this one I'm going to do from a high plank position. So that means my arms extended. So let's get going. So high plank, and then lifting the leg. I just use this hand here to balance. So I usually put it on my hip so I don't rotate forward too much. And let's switch sides. It's the same thing. So a lot of people actually find this position a little bit easier because their upper bodies are stronger than their core. And relax. Whew, we made it. So let's get into our cool down again. So we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So one leg forward, toe up, hinge forward. Trying to keep your back as straight as you can. And let's breathe. And shake out. Let's switch sides. So this one, out of the beginner workouts, the upper lower core is by far the hardest on your muscles. And relax. Next one's going to be a TFL stretch. So we're going to have one leg over the other, the leg that's underneath, kick that hip out, reach to the side of the leg that's over top. So for me, I'm reaching towards my left side and kicking my right hip out. And let's switch sides. So this one really focuses on muscle strength. The stretch, strength and sweat works on your cardio. And then the mobilize, stretch, activate works on your flexibility. Spine rotation with hip flexion. So I'm going to do this in a half kneel. Hands are up like this. Rotate to the one side. Then let's rotate to the other. And let's switch legs. Rotate to one side. Rotate to the other. You can do this with your foot up as well. Good. Butterfly stretches next. So sitting down, heels together, nice and upright. Draw your knees into the ground. You can even use your forearms to help. I know my groin is tight, so this one's a really good one for me. Focusing on my breath. And lying on our backs. Grab your right knee, pull it into your chest, Then with your left hand, pull it across to your left side of your body a little bit. And that just elongates the glute muscle so you get it a little bit deeper. Let's switch sides. So grabbing the left knee, pull it into your chest, then pull it across your body with your right arm. Good. And last one, we're going to flip over onto our stomachs, hands under our, let's go from our forearms actually. And then we're just going to bend into a baby cobra like this. If that's too easy on you, what you can do is extend your arms and get into a full cobra like that. Every time we exhale, we're trying to release some of the tension and let our hips drop just a little bit more. Great. So we survived the beginner upper lower core workout. Hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next week. So Dave does the Tuesday beginner workout. Justin handles the Thursday beginner one, and then obviously I'm there on the Saturday. So check us out on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed, and take care.